What's up? Yo. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Well, hold up. Hold. Can you guys actually hear me through my genuine microphone, or is it just like? Wait. I don't know if this is better or not. Well, yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. And before we jump into anything, I do want to say sorry for missing yesterday's podcast episode. I'm going to do it, but as you know, if you live in America, which I'm assuming you do, and just in general, October 31st is Halloween. You know, I'm trick or treating. I got like 9,500 steps. So yeah, I was tired. Yeah, I was pretty tired, and I laid down and I was just kind of out. So yeah, yeah. So we're gonna review Friday's USHL game. They're already over. They should be over. Most of them are over by now. It's 11. So we're gonna review those. Then we're gonna review Tuesday. Actually, wait. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday's NHL games. Let's go into. I actually don't know any of the USHL scores besides the Saints game and the Muskegon game. Those are the only two games that I know the score of, because I didn't check the rest of them. So yeah, the Fargo Force shut up the Des Moines Buccaneers. The shots at 27-20 in favor of the Fargo Force. It was only 1-0 going into the second period, and the Fargo Force scored 3 unanswered in the second period. Yeah. So yeah. Hello, guys. Sorry if you can hear any background noise. Sorry about that if you can. I don't know if you can though. But yeah, Adam Landeck, I'm assuming started for the Force, because that's like the main goalie. He got a shutout. The Force on like 4 or 5 game win streak or something like that. They're a really good win streak right now, and they're looking really nasty. They're at least number 3 in the West, possibly number 2. We do go over the standings the USHL standings every Sunday, and I create a blog post, which is like an article reviewing the USHL week, and we do the same for the NHL on Monday. So just a little heads up. So we're reviewing the standings those days. But yeah, the Force, the Red Hot Force defeat the worst team in the league right now, the Buccaneers. The Lancers defeat the Tri-City Storm 1-0 in overtime. This is literally the Islanders and the Blues of the USHL. You remember that from like a week ago or so, around that range. The Blues beat the Islanders 1-0 in overtime. And yeah, basically the same thing happened here. Shutout for Omaha, 31 save shutout for Omaha goalie. Again, I don't. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to the USHL app on my phone so I can see who started. We're gonna see who started for the Fargo game and then the Omaha game. I'm gonna do the same thing for the NHL. I should do this. And at the end of every podcast episode starting today, I'm gonna go over my predictions for tomorrow's games, the next day's games. So yeah. Let's go up here. Starting with Fargo's school. Alan Landeck shut out for the Force. For the Omaha Lancers, it was Cam Bryan Hendrickson. So yeah, that's that. What a game from the Lancers. They might start getting a hot streak. And it's good to see a Tri-City Storm get shut out as a Saints fan, knowing the fact we play them tomorrow in Tri-City. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see how they play tomorrow. I don't know why I keep saying USB not recognized. I don't understand. Hopefully my actual mic's working. I don't know. Muskegon squeaks out a victory over Cedar Rapids. 2-1 victory over Cedar Rapids. Very low shots, 24-19. Shigi beating Guchiev, I'm assuming started for Muskegon because he's like the main goalie to starter again. Wait, I don't think he did. Nope. Stefan Peck, 23 saves and 24 shots. It's kind of a bad game from each team, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you, dude, the East is not that strong outside of the Saints, which we'll talk about the Saints in a minute. But Green Bay is not that good. I'm really not a big believer in Madison. I know they're doing pretty good right now, but I'm not a big believer in Madison. Muskegon's not really that good. They somehow beat Cedar Rapids, even though they only put up 19 shots against Cedar Rapids and got bailed out by the goalie. I'm not a believer in Muskegon. I'm really just, as I can see here by the Gamblers, they got beat. Speaking of the Gamblers, they got beat by Chicago 6-2. They shot to 40-25 in favor of Green Bay. Green Bay had an actually decent night. Just got kind of stuffed by Luca Claudia. I cannot score. I cannot. Oh my god. I cannot speak today. I don't know what it is, and I'm just like saying I cannot score. That makes sense, you know. I cannot speak today, but yes, Luca Claudia had a great game today. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, he had a great game. He had 38 saves out of 40 shots, and just overall stealing the game for Chicago. They did score 6 goals, but he still had a great game. Green Bay not looking too hot. We already talked about Chicago in the past, how they had like the worst defense in the league. Proved today they up another 40 shots. Luca Claudia bailed them out, but they still have the worst defense in the league. It was, in my opinion, letting up like 40 shots a game. So yeah, number 1 in the East versus number 1 in the West. Tied for number 1 in the entire league. Stars in the Saints. Their shots are 35-32 in favor of the Saints. And the first period, the Stars came out looking better. It ended the period, the Saints looked slightly better. Cooper Dennis, 17-41 in the second period. Kind of just slap shots it. He sees the puck loose and he just slap shots it over the glove of Shostak. And then 4:30 in the third period, Lassard from the point just shoots it, and I don't know what really happened with Smoothar there. He just like tracked it wrong or something. Like he had his glove up, but it went over his glove, so he wasn't screened. It just like he kind of like tracked the puck wrong and it went over like more up than what he thought it was. So yeah, Lincoln tied it up. Cool fourth. 10:40 in the third period gives the Saints a lead. The eventual game-winning goal, and then 2 empty nets from Dubuque, scored by Lucas Van Fleet. It says Lucas Van Fleet twice. Lucas Van Fleet did not score twice. It was Gavin Locke on the second one. Second empty net, his first career USHL goal. The USHL website and app is very buggy. Like there'll be like one time they show that the Stars are 2 for 1 in the power play, and like they'll show like the wrong goal scored. I don't know. It's kind of buggy. Speaking of Madison, I just talked about I'm not a big believer in Madison. They won 4-1 today. It was a great game from the goalie. They outshot Youngstown 36-24, and Youngstown beat the Musketeers twice last weekend, and the Musketeers are good. Pretty good. I don't know if they won today. I don't think they played today. Yeah, they didn't play today. They play tomorrow, so let's see if they get back on the right track. But anyways, yeah, Youngstown coming off 2 big wins over the Musketeers in Youngstown, and then they travel to Madison. They lose. They get beat pretty handedly. Madison was up 1-0 going in the second period. And then they were up 3-1 going in the third period, and then 4-1. So yeah, Madison definitely looked like a better team throughout this game, and Madison is still only 2 points behind first place. They are 2 points behind Dubuque with 1 last game played. So, but Dubuque does have a .19 better point percentage right now. And the Saints are the first team to 10 wins in the USHL and the first team to 20 points in the USHL. They're sole possession of number 1 in the East and sole possession of number 1 in the league right now. So Dubuque's looking like is like the best team in the league, literally, statistically right now. Stars are also looking really good, which I talked about them in the past couple episodes. Yeah, maybe not the past couple episodes, but when we like on Sunday. When we had like the kind of like USHL day, like when we went over the standings, and my blog Sunday is kind of like my USHL day. It's kind of already explained. It's like that I have I go over the standings and the blog. So basically, like I just kind of talk with the USHL that day because I kind of classify the USHL day, and the same thing goes for the NHL on Mondays, the day after the USHL days. So yeah. It just kind of always works out, and I put it on a Sunday, and I always do it on the weekends after all the USHL games happen, so that's why I do it on Sunday. So yeah, and Sunday games usually start at like 4 Central Time. Typically, um, yeah, this week's does too. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how that. Yeah, I don't know how I was gonna go with that, but yes. So yeah, we have any other games to get? Yes, we have the Waterloo game to go over, and then we should be on to the the NHL. So yeah, Waterloo beat Sioux Falls 5-2, such a 36-30 in favor of Waterloo. They won for 2 in the power play. They beat Sioux Falls 1 for 5 in the power play. I had a feeling Waterloo was gonna win this game. They were not been doing very good as of late, and they barely lost to Dubuque. They were beating Dubuque, and Dubuque came back, beat them in a shootout. And I knew they were gonna come back hungry. They were like, "Come on, we gotta win this next game. We gotta prove to the world that we're really better than what we showed last week." And they came out and won. I had a feeling it was gonna happen, but Sioux Falls St. Peter red hot coming in this game, so I was like, it's a little bit questionable, but let's see. I don't know. It's just really tough. Yes, I opened the settings on purpose, by the way. Microphone access. Okay, we're gonna hope this works still. This is working still. I have to hope this is still working. But yeah, I just think, well, I knew Waterloo was gonna come out pretty hot this game. I just had a feeling. So tomorrow's games, I'm going to post them on Facebook real quick, like I always do. Then I'm gonna go over them. I'm just actually gonna go over them as I post them on Facebook. I usually have them posted already. So Waterloo takes on Des Moines in Des Moines. I'm gonna have Waterloo. Okay, hold up. USHL 10-24. Hold up. USHL 10-24 games predictions. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have Waterloo defeating the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are just not good, and Waterloo won today. So the Waterloo's a much better team. It's in Des Moines, and I get that, but Des Moines just really not good. They're not good at all. Next, the Force take on the Musketeers. I'm going to have the Muskies winning, and I would say a slight upset. I really like Sioux City as a team. They're number 5 in the West right now, just because they lost 2 games last weekend, which is a bad weekend. Fargo is red hot, and if they do win tomorrow, I will not be surprised. I just have this gut feeling that Sioux City's going to bounce back tomorrow. Stars and the Lancers. Stars. I think the Stars are going to be pretty handily. I think the Stars are mad after they lost today, and they're going to take it out of Omaha. They're going to take it out of Omaha, and they're going to beat Omaha. I get it's in Omaha. If Omaha wins, you know what? Good on them, But they if you know, they're very streaky this year. So you never know. They could go on a big win streak again because they're very streaky this year. You never know, and they just won today. So yeah, I don't know what to see, but yeah, I think Lincoln's going to take out their frustration on Omaha. Saints take on Tri-City. I think Dubuque beats Tri-City for the 3rd time this year. Dubuque just built to beat Tri-City. I just think the offense is better, defense better, goaltending a lot better. So I think Dubuque is just much better than Tri-City. It's the first game that these two played in Tri-City. There's one in the Fall Classic and one in Dubuque. Both those games went to Dubuque. And so now we're going to see if Dubuque wins to Tri-City, and I believe they will. Oops, I just clicked on July. Do not want to do that. Let's go back to the games that was just on. Muskegon and those Rough Riders. I think the Rough Riders are going to take it to tomorrow. I do think Muskegon's a better team, and that's why they won today, but I really have a feeling Cedar Rapids is going to win into Cedar Rapids tomorrow and split the series. Green Bay and Chicago, I think Green Bay is winning. I had Green Bay winning today. I think they're just overall a much better team. They have 40 shots in goal today, proving they're a much better team, but they let up 6 goals and only were able to score 2 goals on those 40 shots. I think they're going to bounce back tomorrow and beat Chicago pretty handedly tomorrow. So next game, if there's any other games, yep, there's one more game. Phantoms and the Capitals. I'm going to have Youngstown actually winning in the upset tomorrow. Madison's been hot lately, and I just think that Youngstown, they just came off two upset wins over Sioux City last week. I think they're going to pick up another upset win this week, tomorrow, and it's in Madison, but I'm still taking Youngstown. Let me post this to Facebook, and then, yeah, we are ready to make my predictions. We'll review Wednesday and Thursday's NHL games, and then we are going to go over my predictions for tomorrow's game, and then, yeah, we're chilling. We are big chilling. Okay, let's do this. NHL scores. Blue Jackets take on the Islanders. Damon Severson opens the scoring for the Blue Jackets. 5:43 into the third period by Curley and LeBanc. And then empty net goal for Justin Danforth. This is by Cole Sillinger and Provorov. 17:57 in the third period. Islanders again unable to finish. This time Elvis Merzlikins is the one with the shutout over the Islanders. I feel like everybody and the Mama is getting a shutout over the Islanders. You're only letting up one goal against the Islanders. Either or, honestly. So yeah, they just said, no, I don't want to score. No, thank you. So yeah, they just said, I don't want to score, and they didn't score. They didn't score. They did not score. So yeah, that's what happened. The Jets looking to bounce back after they lost the 8-game winning streak, 8-0 start to the Maple Leafs. Velarde opens the scoring, 2:40 in the first period. This is by Kyle Connor Stanley. They open the scoring quickly. I'm about to turn off the notification for this. It's actually annoying me. Get out of here. I don't ever see notifications again. Anyways, bro, I didn't even right click. I left click. Okay, Neil Pionk. Second goal of the season. This is by Scheifele and Kyle Connor. 4-2 in the first period. The Jets come out flying over the Red Wings. Kyle Connor adds on to that Jets 2-0 lead and make it 3-0 Jets lead. 15:44 in the first period. This is by Gabe Velarde. And the Jets are up 3-0 just like that. It's going to be hard for everyone to come back with the Larkin brings it back within 2, trying to get this comeback up and running. On the power play, this is by Raymond and Mo Sider, 8:13 in the second period. DeBrincat brings it back within 1, also on the power play. This is by Raymond and Sider, 17:40 into the second period. The Jets, Nito Ryder brings the Jets lead back to 2 with 10 seconds into the third period unassisted. Neil Pionk, second of the game, third of the season on the power play. This is by Alfaro and the Domestic Clock, 7:19 in the third period. Colin Miller, this is by Adam Lowry, 10:25 in the third period. Ices the game for the Jets as they let their frustrations out on the Red Wings, really. They come out flying with 2 goals in the first 4 minutes and 2 seconds of the game, and then they score another one pretty late into the first period, have a 3-0 lead going into the second period, and the Red Wings were really never able to come back after that the Jets lead. Into that game. Let's see who started for the Jets. Connor Hellebuck made 19 saves on 21 shots. So yeah, I mean the Red Wings kind of just faced like angry Jets, and a very angry Jets team. Lightning take on the Avalanche. Keep in mind this is not a Nunnin. They said that he needed to take a break, I think, or something like that. Because they do not want him to play 75 games this season. Because trust me, they play Nashville tomorrow, and they're going to need him against Nashville. So if they're going to want to beat Nashville, they're going to want to have a Nunnin to even have a shot at beating Nashville. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how that goes. We're just going to really have to see how that goes. Hold up, guys. Yep. As soon as we talk about the Predators, they play on Thursday. They played on Thursday, which we're gonna talk about that game. Sorry about that noise. We're gonna talk about that game, and so yeah, we're gonna talk about the Nashville Predators. But I do got something to get off my chest about the Predators. Cause hint, spoiler alert, They lost on Thursday. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that game, and we're just gonna talk about how I believe if I believe in the Predators, or if I don't believe in the Predators, and just what we'll have them finishing. I want to check on the Lightning. Kaapo Kähkönen start. 1 minute, 1 second in the first period. Nikita Kucherov, 9 goals already. Assisted by Burden Point and Victor Hedman. Jay Gunsel, 3:36 in the first period. Assisted by Nikita Kucherov and Ryan McDonough. Connor Geeky, 5:32 in the first period. Assisted by Shirley Hagel. About 5.5 minutes into the game, Avalanche fans were already saying this game was over, which it kind of ended up being. Ivan. Yes, first, last name, and first name. First and last name. On the power play, assisted by Cam McCarr and Nathan McKinnon. 14:56 in the first period. Jay Gunsel, 6:28 in the second period. Fourth goal of the season, first of the night, assisted by Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov. First line is cooking. Cam McCarr, first goal of the night, fourth of the season, assisted by Mikko Rantanen. Nathan McKinnon, 10:57 in the third period, brings it back within 2. An empty net goal by Anthony Cirelli, assisted by Hagel, 18:40 in the third period. Kaapo Kähkönen led up like 3 goals in the first 5.5 minutes, I believe it was, if I remember like what I literally just said. The Avalanche really weren't able to come back from that, but they led the shots 35-21. But again, under Vasilevsky kind of just shut the door, like he really just did. Like he did not let them score much. So yeah, that's what happened there. Utah Hockey Club looking to get back in the right track with their first game since adding Oli Mata into the lineup. Sean Durzi and John Marino were out, and that's been hurting them tremendously. They're looking to bounce back. Alexander Kerfoot gets their bounce back game off and run-ins. It's by Kesseling and Mikhail Sergachev, 4:41 in the first period. Speaking of Mikhail Sergachev, he needs to really step up. Sean Durzi, as he's like the big number 2, arguably number 1 defenseman, so Mikhail Sergachev needs to step up for sure. More than just offensively, too. Defensively in the neutral zone, and then obviously offensively as well. Barrett Hayton makes it a 2-goal lead with 2 seconds left in the first period. This is by Nick Schmaltz and Ian Cole. And then, hold up. Anthony Mantha brings it back within 1, 3:53 in the second period. This is by Kirkland and Mackenzie Weegar. Marverkek, Maria. Dude, I know how to say that name, but I forgot. It's so simple, but I forgot to say it. I'm going to Google it because I know how to say it. I just forgot. How do I say the name? Marvet. Oh, I gotta try to spell that out. I got a video. Hold on. Maverick Lamoureux, something like that. I don't know. We'll get it right sometime. He gets his, I believe this is his first career goal. This is by Stunlin and McBain. 4:10 in the second period. And Mikhail Sergachev on the power play. First goal of the night, second point of the night. So Dylan Gunther and Nick Schmaltz, 16-12 in the second period. 5:13 in the third period on the power play. Captain Clayton Keller scores. This is by Dylan Gunther and Mikhail Sergachev. Hockey Club defeat the Flames 5-1. Hockey Club would bounce back, trying to squeak into the wild card. Knights lose to the Kings 6-3. One full goal opens the scoring 13:58 in the third period, unassisted. And then Adrian Kempe brings a 2-goal lead. This is by Kopitar and Anderson, 14:40 in the first period. 10-11 in the second period. Alex Lafreniere, 6 goal of the season. This is by Mikey Anderson and Quentin Byfield. Andre Kopitar getting a 4-0 lead. This is by Brent Clark and Adrian Kempe. 10:55 in the second period. Tanner Pearson gets the first goal of the night for the Vegas Golden Knights. This is by Alexander Holtz and William Carlson. 14:58 in the second period. Ken Fiala on the power play brings it back to a 4-goal lead for the Kings. This is by Kopitar and Clark. 6:23 in the third period. Joel Edmondson, 3rd goal of the season. This is by Clark and Kevin Fiala. 8:03 into the third period. And then Pavel Doriev on the power play He's back within 4. Assisted by Markstone and Theodore, 11:04 in the third period. And then Doriev, second of the night, 6th of the season. This is by Korzak and Hurdle, 17:03 in the third period. Brings it back as close as the Knights is going to see it all night, but that's what the final score, 6-3. Kings pretty much dominate the Knights, not going to lie. Devils, 6-0 shutout win over the Canucks. Markstrom gets a 20-save shutout. He's your 10th goal this season already, assisted by Dawson Mercer, and yeah, that's it. 53 seconds into the game, get the Devils commanding start. Dawson Mercer, 1:35 in the second period, shorthanded goals is by Nico Hischier. 2-0 Devils lead. By the way, Artis Seeloff started the game. He did not have a good game either. That kind of confirms Kevin Lincoln is the starter, and Seeloff is really not that good until then. Kevin Lincoln is trying to carry the load until Demko come back, which hopefully is soon. Timo Meyer, 3-0 New Jersey leads is by Nico Hischier, 3:07 in the second period. Nico Hischier's got a goal and 2 assists for 3 points already in this game. Palat, first goal of the season. This is by Hamilton and Jack Hughes. 14:04 in the second period. Jack Hughes in the power play. This is by Nason and Bratt. 9:22 in the third period. Thomas Toss. This is by Bashan and Dowling. 14:06 in the third period. Vancouver, New Jersey. God dang. Win 6-0. Jacob Markstrom, 20-save shutout. Maybe he can find some consistent groove. So yeah. These Thursday 7 games. And yeah, we're actually starting to get some consistent NHL scheduling, because that week with the Frozen Frenzy, there was 1 game on Monday, 16 games on Tuesday, 1 game on Wednesday, and we're just all messed up. And now, on Monday there's 8 games, and then there's 7 games, 6 games, 7 games, 6 games, and then 11 games. Obviously on Saturday, it's like 11 to maybe even 13 games on Saturday, and then there's 7 games on Sunday again. So it's consistent 6 to 8 games every day throughout the week, besides obviously Saturday, which has 11 games. Tomorrow, Saturday, and I love Saturdays for many reasons, and one of those is because it's always a big hockey night. Let's review Thursday's games. Couple of big things I want to talk about is the Capitals, how they're doing, and how the Eastern Conference wildcard's going, and how I believe that's going to happen. The Predators, and how the Western wildcard's going to go, and how I believe they're going to finish, and then the Bruins, and how they're off to a not very good start, what they're doing wrong, and how they can fix it, and if I believe they're going to fix it. Those are 3 main things I want to talk about. I do want to kind of talk about the Leafs and why I had them winning the Stanley Cup, and if I still do have them winning the Stanley Cup, and those are the 4 main things I want to talk about. So first game I want to talk about, because it's the first game up here, and one of the things that I do want to talk about is on this game. Maple Leafs with the Kraken. Matthew Knies opens the scoring with 5 seconds left in the first period. This is by Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews. And then Will Nylander's 7th goal of the season. This is by Morgan Riley and John Tavares. 1:39 in the second period. Nylander 2nd of the night, 8th of the season. This is by Tavares and Max Pacioretty. 9:24 in the second period. Ellie Tolvanen, 4th goal of the season. This is by Riker Evans and Matty Benier. 16:32 into the third period, and then 18:17 in the third period. Unassisted goal by Austin Matthews into the empty net. Okay, let's talk about what I want to talk about. I originally had the Leafs winning the Cup. Here are my reasons. And okay, I'm just going to get it out of the way. I still believe... Actually, I did not have them winning the Stanley Cup. I had them making the Stanley Cup. If I said I had them winning the Stanley Cup, I made a mistake. I did not have them winning the Stanley Cup. I had the Oilers winning the Stanley Cup over the Leafs. That would be a fire Stanley Cup matchup, by the way. That would be, sick. All-Canadian Stanley Cup. Matthews versus McDavid. Nylander and Marner versus Draisaitl and Hyman. Bouchard versus Riley. Oh my god, bro. Mouth-watering, dude. This is ridiculous. And then, yeah. And Tanev and Ekholm, too. Battle of the number 2 defensive shutdown defenseman. Oh, yeah, that's great. Great. But, yeah, I still do have the making the Stanley Cup. I do. Here are my reasons. New coach Greg Berube really brings to the table what they need to make it to the Cup. More defense and physical mindset. They have a mindset, score, but play a lot of good defense, and the goals will come by playing good defense. They have a physical mindset as well. Matthews really hasn't got rolling, so imagine when he gets rolling, the team's going to be absolutely better, absolutely filthy. Speaking of Matthews, he's the new captain. I think he also brings to the table what the team really needed to make a good cup run, and the team really has in the favor of what they need to make that cup run. And I feel like their time is due, and their team just needs to win one round in the playoffs, and then I think they'll be off and running. And yeah, I think we have to see what they do from there, though. Next game, Blues and the Flyers. Shots of 21 each. Very even game. Garrett Garnett Hathaway opens the scoring for the Flyers by Poling and Sealer, 11-12 in the first period. And Nathan Walker ties it for the Blues, just by Philip Broberg and Bolduc, 9:58 in the third period. And then Bobby Brink is the eventual game-winning goal with 3 minutes and 1 second left on the clock, by Farabee and Lawton. Flyers beat the Blues 2-1. Nothing really much to that. Penguins and the Ducks. Alex Komarov opens the scoring assist by Zegers and Gauthier, 15:50 into the first period. Sidney Crosby scores, assisted by Grislick and Carlson, 1:47 in the third period. Sidney Crosby, second of the night, third of the season, assisted by Cody Glass, 2:35 in overtime. Dolstar, 43 saves and 45 shots. He is out of this world, and he is being very on-talked about. I'm not gonna lie to you, very on-talked about for some reason. Okay, there's 3 big things I want to talk about here on the Thursday night that are all in the 3 consecutive games. 3 consecutive games that I want to talk about here in a row. Capitals, Bruins, Predators. And the Oilers, well, I'm even at that Predators game. Okay. Canadiens and the Capitals. Tom Wilson opens a power play goal. 2:21 in the second period. This is by Ovechkin and John Carlson. Cole Caulfield just can't stop scoring. He said, I don't want to stop scoring. 10th goal of the season on the power play. This is by Suzuki. And Nick Suzuki, 9:52 in the second period. Brendan Gallagher gives the Canadiens a lead. This is by Lane Hudson and Dvorak. 10:31 in the second period. Brandon Duhaime, first goal of the season. This is by Radish and Chivers and Zwiedmek. 11:45 in the second period. Ties the game for the Capitals. Jacob Verana, second goal of the season, unassisted. This is 12:39 in the second period. 3-2 Capitals lead. Nick Suzuki ties the game right back up for the Canadiens. This is by Savard and Lane Hudson. 18 minutes in the second period. Connor McMichael, 4:21 in the third period. This is by Trevor and Zwiedmek. Then Wilson, the eventual game-winning goal. And then Alexei Protas. Third goal of the season. This is by Ovechkin and Dylan Strome. 4:57 in the third period. Ovechkin, 5th goal of the season. This is by Protas and Strome. 12:27 in the third period. Capitals, they're playing some dang good hockey right now. And I think the Lightning will make the wild card 1. But who's going to make the wild card 2? It's really down to 2 teams for me. The team that I originally had making the playoffs in that wild card 2 spot, and ending a 16-year playoff drought, that gives it away. Buffalo Sabres. Or the team that made the wild card 2 last year, improved their defense drastically and made it at least the top 10 defense in the league, arguably around like top 7 defense in the league. They have one of, if not the most underrated and very good goaltending tandem in the league. And the offense is performing even better than a lot of people thought. Team we just talked about, Washington Capitals. So, yeah, we're going to really, I don't know. Dude, my heart says the Sabres and my brain and gut, I would just say my brain says Capitals. What am I going to listen to? I'm going to listen to my brain here. I think the Capitals are going to get it. But dude, the Sabres looking pretty good. I know they just lost today. They're too inconsistent. But is it really going to be the Lightning or the Capitals get wild card 1? That's a good question. But speaking of the Sabres, they're too inconsistent, man. They just lost to the Islanders today, which we'll review that game tomorrow. But they just lost to the Islanders, who can't seem to score. They only scored 1 goal against the Islanders, which the Islanders do have great defense and goaltending tandem, but they let up 3 goals to them, and they just lost to them, and they're just like, I don't know. They're too inconsistent. They beat the Stars, but they lost to, like, the Blue Jackets in a winnable game, which is the Kings and the Islanders, and they just, I don't know. It's so frustrating. I'm not a Sabres fan, but I did have them making the playoffs, and I don't know. The Capitals and the Lightning are definitely going to make it over them, though. Hurricanes and the Bruins. I'm not going over all those goals. I'm not going over 10 goals, 8 of them from the Hurricanes. I'm just going to go straight into what the Bruins are doing wrong. I watched a video on it. Shout out to Jimmy Hockey on YouTube. You can search up his name, Jimmy Hockey, and you can find him. He's about 15,000 subscribers. Shout out to him for the video. I really took a lot of I watched his video and I'm gonna kind of put it into perspective. Shout out to him for the video that I watched earlier. But yeah, they've taken a lot of penalties and they lack discipline and responsibility and overall accountability. They take a lot of penalties and they just look like they just don't want to play. And they added Nikita Zadorov, and it's been I don't know, they have the biggest defense in the league, and they've been taking a lot of penalties, especially the big guns like Nikita Zadorov, who they just added. Charlie McAvoy, David Pastrnak, been taking a lot of penalties. Those three guys mainly have been taking a lot of penalties. Lindholm has been underwhelming. Zaka and Coyle have been very underwhelming. Those guys. They need more top 6 wingers. I know they got Pastrnak and Marchand, but that's it. The other 2 wing spots, really bad, really bad. So yeah, we'll have to see what they do with that. But yeah, I think they will be able to figure it out. I think they're going to become more disciplined overall. I think Jim Montgomery's going to get them together. I think the team's going to play more well together. I think they're going to take more responsibility and accountability. I still think they're getting third in the Atlantic. Mark it down. Oilers in the... Victor Arvidsson opens the scoring system by Draisaitl and Podkolzin in 37 seconds into the game. Philip Forsberg on the power play ties it up 5:05 in the first period, unassisted. And Corey Perry's second goal of the season is by Kaguya and Philip. The 1:54 into the first period. Draisaitl unassisted, 9:03 in the second period. Draisaitl's second night, 8th of the season is by Ekholm and Bouchard. 1:48 into the first period. Zach Hyman finally gets the first goal of the season, assisted by Nurse and Skinner. 12:46 in the third period. Oilers looked really good. That's the type of Oilers that they need if they want to win the Stanley Cup, and I have them winning the Stanley Cup. So yeah. Predators. Predators. I think they're gonna get the wild card too, behind the wild card, and they could upset. They could upset the Stars. I'm telling you, they could. We'll have to see what they do and if they make the playoffs. We'll have to see where they finish in the playoffs if they do. But I'm telling you, if they make the playoffs, don't count them out. Don't count them out. I originally had them finishing second in the Central and beating the Stars in the second round. If they face them in the first round, I'm gonna have them winning. But I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We don't know. Last thing we want to talk about Thursday. First career NHL goal assisted by Conan and CC. 6:52 in the first period, gets a scoring goal. Going. And Ryan Donato, 6th goal of the season. He's off the underrated Stars, assisted by McCabe and Connor Murphy. 7:29 in the first period. 2 third goal of the season. Third goal is the Blackhawks, assisted by Connor Murphy and Hall. 8:19 in the first period. Alexander Wenberg, 2nd goal of the season. This is by Fabian Zetterlund and Jake Wallman. 1:30 in the second period. Will Smith, power play goal unassisted. 10:42 in the second period. 2nd goal of the season. 2nd goal of his career. Gives the Sharks squeak out win over the Blackhawks, and they on a 3-game win streak right now. Yeah, at least 2, possibly 3. But yeah, that's gonna. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Continue to watch these podcast episodes. Follow all my socials. Join my Discord. Do all the good stuff I tell you every podcast. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 7 of season 6. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, day, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Peace.